ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਦੇ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਇਸ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪ ਸਭ ਦਾ ਕਰਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਹਾਰਦਿਕ ਸਵਾਗਤ। ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਇਸ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰਨ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਾਥ ਦੇਣਗੇ ਅਨੂ ਬਾਲਾ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਪਾਰਸ਼ਲੀ ਸਾਈਟਡ ਹਨ ਅਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਮਹਿਮਾਨ ਹਨ CNIB ਤੋਂ। ਇਸ ਸੰਸਥਾ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਕੀ ਕੁਝ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਕਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਮਦਦ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪਾਰਸ਼ਲੀ ਸਾਈਟਡ ਅਤੇ ਬਲਾਈਂਡ ਹਨ। ਆਓ ਇਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਣੇ ਹਾਂ ਅਨੂ ਬਾਲਾ ਤੋਂ। Anu, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. So we'd like to start off with a little bit about yourself. Tell us how did you got partially, sighted?
Yeah, so I'm actually considered legally blind. I actually do not have any vision now, so I'm actually considered blind. I lost my vision in 1991 due to a retinal detachment.
Right.
And in fact, I only had vision in one eye. So as a baby, my right eye did not develop, and so I was only living with vision in one eye. So in 1991, I had a retinal detachment in my so-called good eye, and as a result, after surgery, I actually lost vision in that eye. And therefore then was now living with no vision.
Right. So your life absolutely changed, but there must be something which kept you moving on. What was that thing which kept you moving on?
I think it was my attitude. I'm not going to sit here and say that I didn't have any challenges and I just like that, everything was fine. But I believe it was my attitude and the people I surrounded myself around.
Right.
Had a lot of positive people in my life, friends, family, of course. So that is what kept me going, and my own determination that I just was not going to accept this.
Right.
Of just being that typical stereotype of a person with a disability, like, okay, now I have to stay at home, I can't do anything. I refuse to have that, own that.
So as you said, friends and family played a very important role, but family was a cornerstone which helped you a lot. Now, when you're facing, you talked about the challenges, when you're facing this kind of problem, challenge, family plays a very important role. But
Yes.
Along with that, how were you able to surmount this challenge?
I think the biggest thing for me, to be honest with you, is when I moved out on my own. Of course, I did have various experiences prior to that, but about 6-7 years after I lost my vision, I made the choice to move out on my own, on my own, from my
Right.
parents' home. And that was an absolute turning point.
Wow.
Because I felt that unless I did not do that, or take that step, I would not really be able to really feel comfortable in my skin and live the life I meant to.
Right.
So that's what I did.
Okay, that's wonderful, and that challenge you accepted, and you've been very successful in this. But along with that, in our community especially, people who have some challenges, we look with pity towards them, and that's the kind of thinking which prevails.
Exactly.
How are you able to, challenge this, and also what message would you like to give to our community, especially for people who have some challenges?
I think by getting involved in different community initiatives is one way that I kind of showed the world that just because a person obtains a disability or has a disability, it
Right.
should not stop them from living life. Just because a person is let's talk about vision loss.
Right.
Just because a person is experiencing vision loss, is living with vision loss, does not mean that they have to just live a minimal life.
Right.
So I think through my own initiatives, by volunteering in the community, I was a performer, a dancer, so I continued doing that. I got into radio. So just participating in community, participating in life, I think was a way for me to show the world.
And that's what we are proud of, what you all do. It's really
Thank
a
you.
matter of great pride for the community.
Thank you so
Coming
much.
to CNIB, this organization which helps people who are partially sighted and blind. Tell us a little bit about that. How did you get involved with this organization, and what kind of service do they provide?
So CNIB is a national charitable organization. We are across Canada, and we provide vision loss rehabilitation therapy.
Okay.
And what this means is we provide service to anybody who has been experiencing vision loss, whether it's just a little bit of vision loss due to any kind of eye condition, and then also, of course, to people who have no vision. There are some people who are born with vision loss, and
Right.
so we provide various services to them. And so some of the services that we provide are like independent living skills, which enables people to learn, like, you know, kitchen safety, for example, or organizational skills.
Right.
We also have specialists who teach people how to navigate using a white cane.
Okay. So now with advancement in technology, there are many things which are available now for people who are partially sighted or blind.
Yes.
And you have brought some of the things, and we would like if you can explain to us what are the gadgets which are available today which assist you and help you out.
Yeah, well, that's my favorite one of my favorite topics, actually, because I mean, it's amazing how technology is evolving day by day. Some of these things I'm going to show today are things that I use in my personal life that have enabled me to remain independent.
Wonderful.
So I'll start with the white cane.
Okay.
Most people know that this is a symbol of indicating that a person has a vision loss.
Right.
And so this white cane enables me to navigate the streets and get on transit and be able to get from point A to point B on my own.
So is this a normal cane, or is it some special cane which guides yours? How does it operate?
Well, there are techniques that one does need to learn in order to use this cane.
Right.
Because this cane helps a person with vision loss identify various, like, you know, things on the street. So whether it's a pole or whether it's a curb. So it plays a very big role in safety, and also indicates to other people that this person has vision loss. So you know, you better be careful.
Okay. Yes. And also we find, of course, dogs are there. Dogs also assist.
Yes, seeing eye dogs are there as well. So the thing is that people often think that, oh, I've lost my vision, so I should just get a dog now. But the truth is that the person has to have very good, we call this orientation and mobility skills. So to be able to use a cane is called orientation and mobility. And so a person does need to have very good orientation and mobility skills first, using a cane, and then they can think about, you know, considering a guide dog.
Okay, that's wonderful. So Anu, this cane is the main thing, as you have said, which guides you and helps you out in your mobility.
Correct.
Right. We'll go for a short break. We'll come back and learn more from you about the other gadgets which you have brought, which can be of assistance to others. So after this short break, we'll be coming back and talking to you.
They have always been there for me. From getting my dream car to celebrating life's special moments. Always bringing us joy. And now my loved ones can make them a part of their life story. Family is what you make, and they are a part of mine. Basant Motors.
ਸੋ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਫਿਰ ਆਪ ਸਭ ਦਾ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਵਿੱਚ। ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਥ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਅਨੂ ਪਾਲਾ, ਅਤੇ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਡਿਸਪਾਈਟ ਚੈਲੰਜਸ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੋਰਾਲ ਹੈ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੀ ਹਾਈ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਅਤੇ ਇਹ ਦੂਸਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਜੇਕਰ ਕੋਈ ਚੈਲੰਜ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਜਾਏ ਤਾਂ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਭੱਜੀਏ ਨਾ, ਬਲਕਿ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਫੇਸ ਕਰੀਏ। ਅਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਟੈਕਨੋਲੋਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਵਿਅਕਤੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿ ਵਿਜ਼ਨ ਲਾਸ ਦਾ ਜਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਆਰਾਮ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਆਰਾਮਦਾਈ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਬਤੀਤ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ। ਆਓ ਹੋਰ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ। Yes, Anu. So before the break, you told us about the stick and about your life.
Yes.
Now, what are the other gadgets which you have brought over here?
So the other gadget that I brought here is probably one of my favorite inventions. This is a pen friend.
Okay.
And this is actually an audio label maker that enables a person in their own voice to create an audio label and put it on any item that they would wish. So I'm going to just demonstrate very quickly to you. So I'm going to turn it on. And here I have brought some items like my makeup that I have laid, and there's a sticker here.
Okay.
Sticker here. I'm going to show the camera like a sticker.
Yeah.
And you, once you record the label, you can touch the pen, and on the sticker.
Okay.
Doubling pink.
Oh.
So this says doubling pink. So this is the name of the eyeshadow.
Okay. Wow.
And so this item can actually, I'll show you one more.
So it assists you in telling you what you want to use, and then you use that.
Exactly. So I'll just show one more quickly. There.
Champagne.
Champagne. So that's the color of this goldie. I know it's a goldie color.
Right.
So this item can be used. It can be used on canned items, food labels, like all various types of things. There are also ones for clothing. So if a person has difficulty not being able to identify their clothing, they can put them on their clothing items as well.
Okay.
It's an amazing, amazing
Well,
gadget.
that's wonderful. It really helps you out in identifying what you want to use or not use, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So
Right.
it just helps the person be that much more independent,
Right.
so they don't have to rely on somebody else to
That's
constantly
wonderful. I
tell
also
them.
see a keychain over there. What is that?
This keychain, so this, obviously we all need to know what time it is. And so this is a little talking clock.
Okay.
It is 10:31 a.m.
Okay, so it tells you the time.
The time, yes.
Right. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, and so you know the time also, you know what gadget is going to help you in your makeup or identifying what you're going to eat. I also find a lock. Why are you carrying this lock?
Well, I brought the lock just to show you today, actually.
Okay.
I just learned about this gadget yesterday when I was in our shop.
Okay.
So as you know that when we travel, we like to lock our suitcases and whatnot. And there are combination locks, so when we go to the gym.
Right.
So when a person with vision loss needs to use a lock, they can't really use a combination lock. So
Right.
this actually is a lock that a person can use.
Okay.
So I'm going to actually punch in the code here.
Right.
So
Okay. And it
And that opens.
Oh wow. And similarly we can lock it. That's wonderful.
yes, exactly.
Right.
So that is, I'll leave it for now.
Okay.
So, yes.
And you also play cards also, it seems.
No, I do not play cards, but I
Okay.
wanted to show you that we don't want to forget our people with low vision.
Right.
So this actually are just a deck of cards that are large print
Okay.
that also have some Braille on them as well.
Right.
So that
When you talk about Braille as such, Braille has been the lifeblood, I would say, for those people who are visually impaired, who
Or
had
blind.
vision loss,
Yes.
and or people who are blind. So has Braille also evolved with the times, or is it still the old way? Or has it come to the computers and other things?
Well, people still use Braille, and we definitely do advocate for Braille. We promote Braille. It's very cool. I like to tell people Braille is cool.
Okay.
it's definitely an amazing source of communication.
Right.
There has been a new sort of formula that's been kind of created. I don't know enough about that, so I don't want to speak too much on that. I'm not really much of a Braille user. However, I do know some of the basics of Braille.
Okay.
But definitely we do like to promote it
Right.
as a literacy.
Okay.
form
And
too.
finally, you also have your iPhone. How does this help you?
Well, now this is like the cream of this is the icing on the cake. So as you all know, everyone are very connected to smartphones these
Right.
days. So now, as you know, an iPhone is completely flat,
Yeah.
no buttons or anything.
Right.
However, the brilliant mind of Steve Jobs from Apple, he was always very innovative and forward-thinking,
Right.
created a system to implement into the iPhone called VoiceOver.
Okay.
Now, a lot of us know about Siri,
Right.
and a lot of everyone uses Siri. But VoiceOver is a software that enables a person with vision loss
Okay.
to navigate the phone. And so I'll just show you very quickly here as
Sure.
well.
Uh-huh.
So with hand gestures,
Right.
you are able to navigate the phone. So
Okay.
whether it's swiping your finger across, double tapping to open an app, this is how you use the iPhone.
Okay. So I find some messages also written over there. So Anu, you listen to these messages then?
Yes.
Okay.
Friday. Based. I'm on. Button. I'm on. Pascal field. 0 of 4 values entered.
Okay, well,
Okay.
6, 5, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 6, 8, 9.
Mm-hmm.
so now
Messages.
I'll just first show you how that works.
Right.
Calendar. Friday, May 6th.
And I find a lot of apps on your phone like
Yes.
CTV and News 1130 and other
Yes,
things.
yes, absolutely. So
Uh-huh.
it's amazing because this enables a person like myself to stay in touch with the world, what's going on. When
Right.
we had that earthquake just like a couple of months ago, I quickly went on the News 1130 app
Right.
and was able to identify or to confirm that we just had an earthquake.
Wow.
And I was listening to that.
That's really interesting that how technology is helping you and how you are becoming more and more independent using these gadgets. It was a
Yes.
pleasure talking to you.
Thank
Towards
you.
the end, I just want one thing from you that as you are living independently, people who are facing these challenges, finally, what would be your message to them?
My message is to stay positive, to get connected with resources.
Right.
that are available to them, and to never give up.
Right. And where they can contact you? What is the number for CNIB?
So they can contact CNIB at 604 431 2121. And this is Vision Health Month. May is Vision Health Month.
Right.
So we are really trying to promote independence for people with vision loss,
Right.
to really show that we don't have to just live in a bubble.
It was a pleasure talking to you once again. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Harpreet ji.